Hi YouTube, this is Biblins, and this is a new series I'm starting on for coding in Java. So, I've been in my programming class for roughly 3 months now, and I believe I've learned quite a bit, and I feel like I could help some people get started. And I will, as I learn, y'all will learn, and I will make videos every few days, update, like, to keep y'all updated on either what I've learned or a new thing that, a new lesson. So, what you need to do is get this program called NetBeans IDE, and I will provide a download link in the description. And it's a very basic installation. All you have to do is click it, go to the manager, the install manager. Very simple. So what we'll do is you'll open up NetBeans, and you'll see a screen like this. So what we'll do is you'll go to File, New Project, or you can just click on that little folder with the plus and just click Next. This is just clarifying that it's a Java application and not a class, library, or freeform project. Freeform project, I'm pretty sure, just means you'd have to import all the different files that usually that this regular application will give you, and I'll go over what some of this other stuff is later. So what we're going to do is we're going to call this tutorial 1. As you can see, I had tried making another tutorial a little bit earlier. So what we'll do is you'll just push finish, and it'll create the project for you. So now what you want to do is you want to go down right here where it says to decode application logic here. This, since it's gray, it just means that it's a comment. It's something that the programmer will ignore whenever it's ran, such as this / and asterisk. But that part doesn't really matter. What we're looking for is right here under the public static void main, which just means this is where everything comes together, and this is the part of the program that will be ran. So when you're programming, you have a few variables that you're able to use that come base like with every Java program. You have a string, you have a integer, and you have a double. All these variables have to have a subject to link to. So this string, like a string is in comments, a string is words. An integer is a whole number. And a double is a number with a decimal. So right now what we have done is we have said that this variable a is a string. It will be either a word, a list of words, or a letter. Saying an integer b, we're saying that b is equal to a whole number, and that c is equal to a number with a decimal. Now that we've declared what this variable will be, now we have to tell the computer what these numbers are. So we're going to take a, and we're going to put it equal to a string called howdy. And then end it with a semicolon. We're going to take b, which is an integer, we're going to make it equal to 10, since it is a whole number. And we're going to take c, we're going to make that equal to 5.25, I don't know. The doubles can be whole numbers, but what a double will print out, if you were to put a whole number, is 5.00, which is still 5. But most of the time, if you're trying to print whole numbers consistently, it looks better as an integer. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put these together to try making a method that will print on the screen. So we're going to put system has to be in all caps, .out, .println, or println, printline. Printlines always have to have the curly, or not the curly brackets, but the parentheses. And since we declared what they are up here, we can now put that right here. So we don't even have to put howdy, we don't have to put equals or any of that stuff, we just put A. The same goes for B and C. NetBeans has a cool little thing where you put sout and push tab, and it creates the system.println for you. So all you have to do is backspace and then put B. And the last thing is C. Okay. So now if we push play, or the run button, which is the green arrow, or the green play button, it'll print out howdy, 10, and 5.25, which is A, B, and C. Well, that's all dandy, but I think we can do something cooler. So what we're going to do is we're going to comment this out, which commenting is pretty much, as I said earlier, just makes it where the computer doesn't read it. So we're going to comment it out so that we can continue on with our code without any errors. So what we're going to do is make a few variables. We're going to put an A, close with a semicolon, int B with a semicolon, and out, and then print int C semicolon. Then what we're going to do is we're going to make a loop. How you make a loop is you have a for, if, and while loop. Those are the three basic loops that most people use. And how they are made is by declaring what type of loop it is, which we're going to make an if. You put parentheses down and put your parameters in there. You're going to put why is this loop going to run. So in this case, I'm going to use a very basic loop or principle for looping, and it's putting int I is equal to 0. So you can declare and initialize a variable all in the same line. It does not matter how you do it, but you can also declare it later on if you need to. So what we've done is we've made a variable I, which is an integer, and we've declared it to be 0. So right next to that 0, you're going to put a semicolon, and then we're going to put I is less than 4. Now, if you look at this right now, obviously I is less than 4. I is equal to 0. And then we're going to put I I plus plus. And what this is saying is that every time I is called, it's going to add 1 to it. So as long as I is less than 4, it's going to add 1 to that 0 that we declared it as. We need to get rid of that semicolon, put brackets, push enter. Alright, so I figured out that the program just doesn't like me too much, so I'm going to give y'all a very simple if statement. So, we're declaring A as being equal to 0 and B equal to 5. If A is equal to B, which is not true, it won't run this, but another part we're about to add. But if A is equal to B, then it would print out apples. Okay? So, what if it doesn't equal? What if A doesn't equal B? Then we're gonna put else. We're gonna put curly braces, push enter, and we're gonna have it push out pairs. Alright, so let's try it. Pairs. See? 5 is not greater than 0, so it printed out pairs. But if we put greater than or equal to B, then it should print out apples. Apparently. Oh, that's why. A is not greater than B. It's the other way around. If B was greater than A. Which we can also do. If B is greater than A, then it will print out apples. There it goes. So if you want a loop to continue going on and on and on, I will explain that to you in the next video. Thank you for tuning in, and hopefully this gave you some input into some coding. Thanks.